Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Andrews, aka the All-American Driver. Welcome back to another absolute scorcher here in Florida. Incredibly hot, and that is just going to add fuel to today's extremely chaotic video. Probably in the entire history of this channel, today is the day I'm like most nervous about. So I know in the last video we got rid of the BMW i3. It is now on its way to Italy. Well, it's actually just sitting in a parking lot until it gets on a transport, then to get to the port, then it's going to go over to Italy. That'll probably take about 6 weeks or so. In the meantime, I have a trailer. Yes, I borrowed a trailer. I got rid of one vehicle. I got another. That's like a net negative of things I'm trying to do. I have a plan for this. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna happen, but I have a plan. But today is not about the Honda S2000. It's not about the trailer. It's about the Rivian, kind of. Now, yes, I charged it up last night because today is gonna be a pretty big test for the Rivian R1T. Now, not only is this going to be a challenging day for the Rivian, it is also going to be a challenging day for me as a driver. Now, luckily, we don't have far to go. However, I am going to be picking up my new house. All right, somewhere in this pile, there is a bag of keys. Okay, that sounds like it. Do I need anything else? God, I'm a little bit nervous about this. I am a little bit nervous. Nope, I think that is it. Okay, so this is the hitch that I used for the trailer. However, this hitch is not going to cut it for today's adventure. You'll see in a second. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to picking up my new house. And, you know, I said in the garage, I was a little bit nervous. That's like not a joke. I like legitimately am, because this thing is big. It's big for me as someone with some towing trailering experience, but it's also like big for the Rivian, you know, like we're like more or less within specs, but it's like pretty close. So, I am nervous. You know, if everything works out, it's going to be fantastic, but a lot could go wrong, I think. I just got to get this thing home. Luckily, the drive isn't too far. I think it'll fit like on my street in front of the house, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, okay, so let me get here. I've got the keys. I pretty much just got to like hook up to it and be on my way. So wish me luck, like for real, wish me luck. Okay, so here we are, General RV. Now I don't see what I'm looking for yet, but it's probably out here somewhere. Okay, now believe it or not, I'm on the widest angle lens that I have, and it barely fits in the frame. This thing is absolutely going to be insane. We have got this crazy hitch. I will talk more about it in a little bit. Man, I might be a little over my head here, but we're gonna give it a shot. So I showed you guys earlier, I had that other hitch for the car trailer, the hauler, but now we've got this big weight distribution sway, anti-sway hitch. We're really going to be testing the Rivian here with this. So no joke, this will be the first time that I have driven this rig. Okay, so I've got to go in tow mode. I'm turning up my trailer brake to 5. I've got these bigger cameras on here. Man, I can't see anything. And here we go. This is a big trailer. We're moving. We're actually moving. We are actually moving. We are actually moving. Now, let's not talk about what my range graph is showing right now. God, that's a big trailer. What are we doing here? You guys can see how big this thing is. Okay, I have to concentrate. Okay, so you can see I've got this giant trailer behind me now. I have gone a few blocks. I am down the street. I'm going to be making my first left turn onto a legit like public way. So my range has updated. When I first left the dealership, I was showing about 180 miles of range. Now I'm showing 135. I'm sure that's going to adjust, and I am just kind of driving in the city, so not the exact like representation. But ultimately, like the truck is obviously, I'm like pretty timid here. I'm pretty timid. I'm not driving very fast. I'm not doing any sharp movements of the accelerator or anything like that. But pretty something, it's kind of happening. We are driving the trailer. It's kind of crazy. So let me show you guys on the screen real quick. Hopefully you guys can see this. So here I've got, like, obviously this is the bed of my truck. We got the big trailer, and then it's using the left and right mirrors to kind of give me a wider view. So instead of having like tow mirrors on the rig, I can kind of do it with cameras. Now it's not the exact same, but it's something at least. Okay, now I don't want to brag, but we got it home. I will say I was getting some funny looks from like the big trucks. We're in Florida, so there's a lot of guys with like F-350s, big diesels and all that stuff. And I think that they were either surprised I was able to pull such a rig with the Rivian, or they were like, looked at me like it was kind of stupid. I'm not sure, but I will say the Rivian is a hero. I mean, the truck is a beast. I really had no issues at all. And you can see just how big this rig is. It's insane. It's crazy. I can't explain just the sheer craziness of what is just happening here. So I think I'm going to get the trailer off the truck, and then kind of figure out the rest of my life. Okay, so we're a few days in the future here. I got the truck, I got the trailer home, but the next time I drove the truck, it kind of like wobbled at like, actually it still wobbles. We're driving it now at like 45, 50 miles an hour, and like the truck is vibrating. So a few days ago, I took it to an alignment shop thinking like, maybe I jacked up my alignment, maybe the wheel balance or something was off, and that's kind of what's causing this vibration. But lo and behold, my right rear tire like more or less failed. It's not holding air, but in hindsight, it wasn't actually holding air before I towed the trailer either. So I think it was going bad, but then when I put a bunch of tongue weight on, I think it just kind of like really hit the nail in the coffin. So now like every time I drive the truck, I have to re-air up. And if I do like 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, it vibrates. So I'm going back to the tire shop. The truck is aligned, and I'm actually putting on new tires, a complete new set, because these Pirellis, these are the factory tires here, and this truck has about 40,000 miles, which is realistically the lifespan of a tire like this. And so yeah, so we're putting new tires, and we are not going with the factory Pirellis. We are actually going with something a little bit more aggressive, but that also should be able to handle a good amount of like load weight, you know, because we are going to be towing the trailer. Now, I'm not towing a ton with this truck. You know, this is not like a work truck, you know, per se, but I will be having to tow, you know, the trailer, which is pretty big, about like, I think 600 miles or so. And so like, I need to get a tire that's obviously I'm going to have confidence in. And yeah, so I'm going back to the tire shop. We're putting on a new set of tires. Okay, so I got the tires put on. I can't wait to show you guys these things. These things are pretty aggressive. I went with the Toyo AT3 EV tire. Check this thing out. There is some serious tread on these things. And I didn't even know that like EV rating was a thing. But they're kind of like an LT tire, meaning that they can handle a lot more weight, which we will definitely need with the trailer. Okay, so now that I have these like pretty aggressive off-road tires on the truck, I actually want to put the truck in off-road mode so you guys can see them a little bit better. Hold on. There's some pretty serious ground clearance happening here. It's still going up, actually. Okay, so I think we're all the way up. This thing looks absolutely monstrous up there with those tires like sitting way up high. It looks incredible. Now, it's too bad you can't really drive around this high in off-road mode. I think it limits you to like 20 miles an hour. But I mean, you can still like take it up pretty high. But this mode at max height, you can only go 20 miles an hour. Don't ask me how I found that out. So you guys can see the garage is looking much different, much more barren. All this is stuff that is going in the trailer with me. And then everything else, including the studio, has been broken down and put into storage. So you're probably wondering what I'm going to do with my Honda S2000. And honestly, between me and you, I don't really know yet. Like the Alfa Romeo, letting go of that car, that was one thing. I wasn't like that attached to that car. I didn't love it really. But the S2000 I like really like. So it's harder to get rid of this car than it is the Alfa Romeo, but I'm having a really hard time justifying keeping it, especially when it's just going to be sitting in storage or sitting in a garage, or I'm just really not sure. So this car might be for sale very soon, or I might just say F it and like figure it out. I'm really undecided with this. I'm having an internal struggle. Kerrigan, you can like fit underneath the truck, kind of. Wow. You know, it's a good thing I didn't back up too much. I have this like cabinet here, and when the truck is like at a normal level, it can go like right underneath. But here in off-road mode, I would have just like smashed into that cabinet, you know. It does look cool. This high. Now, obviously, I know we're on like pretty floors and stuff, so you don't like really get that vibe of like off-roadness, you know, with this truck, but trust me when I say it looks cool. Actually, I'm looking at this angle here where I can see through the tire. Check this out. See, you can see the tire through that little vent thing. I forget what you call them. But yeah, then pretty beefy tire here. Okay, so I've been driving on these tires for about, I don't know, 300 miles or so. And I have to say they're great. They're a fantastic tire. Now, this won't be like a full review of the tire because I didn't drive on the factory Pirellis since they were brand new, so I only got to know them when they had like 35,000 miles on them or so it doesn't really matter. But you know, these things, they don't have as much like lateral grip, like confidence, high speed turns and stuff like that. Not that you're doing a lot of that in the truck, but I can definitely feel that these tires are limited a little bit more with kind of grip like that. But obviously they got a ton of tread. They're gonna kick ass off-road or in the snow or in the rain or anything like that. I'm not worried about it. They are an EV rated tire. They have a pretty high load capacity, so I don't think I'll have a problem pulling the trailer. I'm really happy I didn't like break the truck pulling the trailer, and it was just, you know, that all that weight really exposed a weak tire, and that just kind of gave out. But after 40,000 miles, I can't complain with the factory Pirellis, and I'm actually happy to have a really brand new cool set on the Rivian. You know, who knows what we're going to get into in the future, but I know these tires are going to be able to handle anything that I throw at them. As far as like road noise or anything, I'm not really getting any more noticeable road noise or anything from these tires, which is nice because it is an EV, so it doesn't make any noise. So I would have been kind of annoyed if they were like constantly humming or something on the freeway. I'm not getting any of that. So overall, like very happy with these tires. So I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. Again, we are pretty much moved out of the house. There is nothing more inside the house. It's basically empty. So all the logistics are in place. And yeah, pretty much now we just gotta get all this stuff right here and some other stuff loaded into the trailer, say goodbye to my family, which sucks, and then drive from Jacksonville to Virginia Beach.